Meanwhile, with teachers withdrawing some of their voluntary work in schools, more and more extracurricular activities are being canceled. All of this in reaction to government's bringing in Bill 22, the Education Improvement Act, which prevents walkouts and other job action. But now one island school board says the province should get rid of the bill. Dana Hutchings has more in tonight's Checkpoint.
Jim, the Nanaimo Ladysmith School Board is sending a letter to the Minister of Education asking to repeal Bill 22. It says the bill prolongs conflict in the public education system. Our Kendall Hansen now with more details on how this ongoing dispute is having an impact on students.
16-year-old Carly O'Sullivan is getting in some final training for the North Island track meet this coming Saturday.
I'm really excited, actually. Yeah, trying to get my times back to normal.
But her excitement is tempered by the fact she's here with parents. Her normal coach has been gone since teachers withdrew from extracurricular activities. The job action forcing many students to take on the sporting events they've been training for all year without their key supports. And with days to go, it's still not completely certain if the North Island track meet will go ahead as planned.
The meets might not happen, right? So North Islands, if I can't go to North Islands, I can't go to Islands, and that's where a lot of, that's where you start getting the people coming in to watch us run, and scholarships, stuff like that. So I won't get that kind of opportunity.
Once teachers said they were no longer taking part in extracurricular activities, Carly's father volunteered to help coach and take the kids to the meet, which was turned down.
We've talked to the principal, and she's saying it might be okay for us to just take our daughter, but I got another email this morning from the meet organizers saying that they need a letter from the school administration.
And the letter must say a responsible person will be with the athletes, which means a district employee. The confusion and problems caused by the teachers' latest job action has prompted the Nanaimo Ladysmith School Board to write BC's Education Minister asking him to repeal Bill 22.
It really has inflamed the teachers' union to the point where now they've come forth with this extended action that has withdrawn extracurricular labor from students, and that's very much a decline in the enrichment of the educational experience for students.
Carly's father would just like to see something done to allow students to get on with everything they normally do.
It's ridiculous. It's bureaucratic policy getting in the way of the kids and the kids having fun and realizing their potential.
And our Checkpoint question tonight, should Bill 22 be repealed?
Dana Hutchings is back with your Checkpoint responses.
Jim, of course, we've seen teachers and parents speak out against Bill 22. Now a school board is taking issue with it. It isn't the first district to criticize the bill, but the education minister says that won't change the government's stance.
We're not going to be withdrawing Bill 22. Obviously, we undertook that measure with deliberation and still support it. There has been a few districts that have expressed concerns, but by and large, I think there's very strong support across the province for Bill 22.
What do you think? Should Bill 22, the Education Improvement Act, be repealed? Here are some of your thoughts.
If it doesn't get done now, it's going to take a long time, and then it's just going to be a lagging issue. Like, students need to get back to school, they need to get their education, so I think the government shouldn't really back off, to tell you the truth.
They should continue with mediation.
Okay, so
I think they should follow through on that process, because I think there's more of an option to a resolution if they follow that avenue rather than go back into the entrenched positions.
I most certainly do, because I'm totally into sports there, and with the teachers not doing extracurricular activities, it takes over my whole life. And I love the coaches and they're great, so them not doing it anymore is just break my heart. It's the worst.
It's pretty intense dynamics right now. I totally support the teachers. I think teachers are underrated and overworked.
I think the government should probably back off on everything.
From Facebook, Steve says, yes, it's unfair of the government to force everyone that has a union as an essential service. What's the point of being in a union? Core says, no, get rid of the now outdated unions. Not having to pay the dues will give teachers more money in their pockets. And the results of our web poll, 66% would like to see it repealed, while 34% said no, the government shouldn't do that. Now, something else that's been caught up in this conflict is report cards. The Labor Relations Board has ruled teachers must complete report cards. They will be going out in the coming weeks. And that's tonight's Checkpoint.